All right, we're back. OSG, Napoleon's Last Gamble. Yep, Quatre Bras scenario. It is now the 5 p.m. coalition turn. And just to summarize, the French are trying to secure the crossroads here from counterattack. There's a British division, well, there's a mixed division coming down the road here. And then this turn, we get another division. Uxbridge, Cook. That's the major. Then we get a little bit more cavalry. A lot of cavalry there. So the French are, and French get no reinforcements. So we'll see if the coalition can wrestle the French off at least Quatre Bras. I don't know about the Chateau Victory Point hex here. So let's get right into it. Let's pull up the charts. Oops, they were over there. So if we pull the charts up here, let's look at the sequence of play. There. And we go right into command phase. Wellington is well positioned now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. He activates Brunswick, activates von whatever. Where is Picton? There's Picton, for all we know. Wellington can activate him too. So with that, everybody's activated. Prince William can activate this unit if he wants. Brunswick is too far away, so one of these two will activate him. So perfect situation. Everybody is activated on the coalition side. Now I looked at this. All of them can only move 4, so they're going to be straightforward. And actually that puts them in a good position to react anywhere on the battlefield. We also get additional reinforcements. Yep. 1101. It's interesting what just happened on that screen. Let's go back here. Yep. Uxbridge Cav. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, so we do have a cavalry leader here. Uxbridge. Both leaders have a movement of 6, but Uxbridge is cavalry, so he'll probably do something. Don't need this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite sure what he's going to do. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. So solid reinforcements coming in here. But in the meantime, this unit looks partially exposed. We can get on both sides of him and surround him. And because Ney got pushed off of Quatre Bras due to the artillery duel, we may be able to do something here. We'll just have to soak off here. So I think I already worked this out. First thing I want to do is I need to screen this guy. And these guys will be here. So maybe the best place to screen is right there. So this guy will move here. And then well, this is 8. So at least to get a 1 to 2. He's going to potentially retreat a lot. And then this guy goes here to use in this attack. So we do have him soaked off. Calculated the best we can do against these is a 1 to 1. Artillery doesn't help. So the choice units are this one and this one. So then we have 13. Perfect. Perfect. Now I'm not going to make the same mistake. I think I'll use Picton. That's his division, his corps. He'll go there. These units in the woods, well, luckily he's here, so we do have a fallback screen to here. only question is, do I want to stack this guy here? What would be the advantage of stacking him here but still counterattacking here? Don't really see one, so I'll leave him there. Where will Brunswick go? And the replacement guy. Well, he can help advance. Well, they're not stacked. Doesn't really matter. Brunswick. Well, let's just say he leads. That's what they do. Commanders. So that's all set. Haven't decided on Wellington. Now, what to do with these artillery units? So this guy has to be attacked. And if I look, this is a straight shot here. No, not anything. So I have a feeling what I'm going to do is these two artillery units are going to pull back here. Now that means it may be a target of these units as they move up. Okay, I think that's okay. Again, if anybody knows this game well, I would appreciate your comments both on rules and strategy. What to do with Prince William if he's with units and they get attacked. There really is no advantage, and this seems to be the place to be for Wellington, activating 3, 4, everybody. So Wellington can get Brunswick, Wellington can get all of these. He should just hang around. Now I may get a retreat result. Picton is with him. I'll just put him here. Alright. Now the question is, that's all the movement. Except for Wellington, but this 1, 2, 3, 4 still seems to be the perfect spot for him to hang out and send out messengers. Gonna move the move markers. Yeah, that's a solid division up there. Prince William. Okay. So, let's look at the sequence of play again. Line of sight step. Cavalry retreat. No, and no. And he's being bombarded. But he could retreat if he wanted. But why would he do that? That's an interesting option here. He could retreat out of a 4 bombardment. Let's see what that looks like. CRT 4 on a 6 could lose a step. So he can retreat 1 or 2 hexes. Let's look at that again. Defending cavalry, horse artillery, and vedettes may retreat before combat. After defending units have retreated, attacking cavalry may also retreat before combat. Good to know. And we're not at the attack declaration phase, so there's no way this one would know. So let me get the exact rules. Alright, I think the rules are pretty straightforward. They can retreat before combat. They're not in the ZOC of a other cavalry unit that's faster than them or the same. They're not stacked with infantry or artillery. But if I look at this, that'll just shift the artillery over here to the infantry. So the question is, who would I rather have bombarded? And this is a stronger position. Who's more important? Wow, tough questions. Cavalry or infantry? Who would I rather have bombarded? Well, I could keep it simple. That's got 1 more strength point. So I want the bombardment come here. By staying here, that forces it to be, well, it could split 2 over here and 2 over here. But that doesn't make sense. So by staying here, that forces the artillery to fire on the cavalry. So the cavalry will stay there. Maybe not a smart choice. But otherwise, they would be bombarding here. So we've got 4. And the roll is... Well, hold on. There is no defensive. Let's check that. That goes first. Yeah, this is being blocked here. They're on the wrong side of that ridge. Really, to fire at anyone. So, the French don't have it. So let's roll the die here. I could probably move this way. So, we're on the 4 table against cavalry. A 2. No effect. Alright, that's good news. So that brings us to the main event. We have a 1-to-1. Well, we have a 1-to-1 and we have a 1-to-2. I'm going to go for the 1-to-1 first here. And let's see. Let's make sure we're doing this right. It's all infantry here. All infantry here. That's 13. And we have 7 and 6. My math is right. It's 13. We do have a 1-to-1. So let's roll and see what happens. 4. Shock. Wow. And it's a 1-to-1. And 4 initiative. And 4 initiative. So it's all about 4x4 is a 1R. So it's all about this roll. There are no other modifiers. Yeah, I don't know what the woods are going to have, but it's a shock effect. So first we roll for the attacker, the coalition. 0. Oh my gosh. That was a failed attack. So it's going to be 6 defender, 4, and it's a straight AR. But the problem with that is, interesting combat there. In a woods hex, oh, I think they still have to do retreat. I'll check. It says change AR asterisk results to shock. But what happens about shock DR? So if we get a DR during shock, they may have to retreat. Let me check. Okay, it looks like the DR applies, if I read this right. Woods hex. For all units defending in woods, change AR asterisk DR asterisk to shock. It doesn't say anything about a DR. So that is a DR. And that means they both have to retreat 1 hex, which actually isn't the end of the world, but I do have a 1-to-2 here. I guess we got to roll for this replacement. So Picton, well, that's pretty obvious. Going to retreat there because the zone's in control. So it was a good idea. This guy can't retreat here, can retreat here, can't retreat there. So he's going to retreat to there. And let me check the leader on a retreat attack. Okay, it looks like every leader in a retreating stack is subject to a separate die roll. A 6 captured. So let's see if that replacement gets captured. Oh, of course. I don't even know how to replace that anymore. I don't know when a replacement gets... wow. I guess we just kick them two turns down and just leave them the same. That will work for me here. So I'll go to the turn record track. Boy, this second Netherlands Corps is having no luck whatsoever. And he's back there. Alright, now we just got the 1-to-2. So they've still got a solid line here. We'll see what the French do. It's too bad. 1-to-2. And the die roll is a 1. Holy smoke. Now that's ironic. That's a really DR. Holy smoke. And if I follow the retreat rules, got to retreat towards their baggage train or whatever. It's down here. So the retreat will be straight to the south. Alright, I wasn't able to find the rule, but this seems to be the best place to retreat. And this unit by itself could advance after combat. But he would probably just draw the ire of all of these guys. And if he's moving there, then he's in an exposed position. So that may be the safest position here, just threatening. They can get a surround on him. So he will stay here. And that's the end of the coalition turn. Let's remove the move markers. Things are starting to mix up. I'll get rid of this here. I do have, this is something I found. I got the Osprey map of the situation at 6 p.m., which is next turn. And in real life, here it is, the French coming up the road. I think that's a match. So we do see the woods, leveraging the woods here. But unlike real life, they've been pushed out of Quatre Bras and they're up here. But we'll see. We'll see if they can hold it. Chateau, here's the chateau. So the French had captured, it looks like the chateau by 6 p.m. So the French have actually been a bit more successful. They actually hold Quatre Bras. The question is, can they hold it? Or can the coalition, well, especially with these reinforcements, maneuver them off a bit? This is an exposed position. Probably the French are going to try and get the rest of the woods to stop having this as an exposed. So I have a feeling this person here in the woods isn't going to... let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, can't get there. Should have retreated here. But we'll just play it that way. Just learning the game, but yes, I should have retreated here, so I would have had the movement points to get around. Now this unit has to pull off. Yeah, right here is a stupid place to retreat. Real stupid. So I'll just do this for the French. Haha, no. Yeah, I'll do that for the French. Learning the game, so I'll just make that call. Stacking leaders, where to retreat, think about where you're at next turn. It's amazing how one hex can make a difference. That was the last thing I did in the turn, so that's fine. And Kellerman's got some artillery. Combine this and we can get a solid bombardment strength. Not helpful here, but definitely helpful out here. So the coalition reinforcements are starting to make their presence felt. All right, well, thanks for listening. And when we come back, it will be the 6 p.m. turn for the French. Thanks for listening.